So good morning, welcome to class on this very cold Melbourne morning, but the sun is shining, so that is great. Let's begin the class by sitting cross-legged. Sitting cross-legged, place your hands gently on your knees. Lean back very slightly and drop your shoulders down. Let's take a nice big exhale, taking the neck, the chin down towards your chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Turn to one side. We're just gently checking in with ourselves, checking in with our neck, shoulders, upper back, how we feel. Little tiny circles one way. And every day when we show up on the mat, we're just checking in with ourselves. What is our body feeling like? What is our body trying to tell us? Do we need to slow down? Do we need to say no? Do we need to say yes? And then roll the shoulders back. And then roll the shoulders forward. And let's begin and surrender on the mat. Knees wide, toes touching, and we're coming onto the mat and connecting to our breath. Forehead facing and touching the mat. Take a nice big surrendering exhale and a nice big inhale. Exhaling and inhaling, and just acknowledging this time we have put aside for our personal self-care. Our relationship with ourselves, we have in a date on the mat with us. And this is the time where we connect with what our body is telling us, how it's feeling. Are there any tight spots? Is there any tension we're holding on to? And we show up on the mat to let go completely. And then gently coming back onto all fours. We're bringing the knees together and we're melting the heart down. Opening up the chest, the shoulders. Chin on the mat, melt your chest down. Breathing in and breathing out. Staying connected to the breath, the compass to the present moment. Anytime you find your mind wandering, just come back to the breath. Bring your palms together. Bend the elbows, bring the hands behind the head and just lean back slightly, feeling the stretch in the triceps. And just enjoying the stretch and the offering your body gives you today. Gently release. Coming back onto all fours. Knees underneath the hips, hands just wider than the shoulders. Then we're just circling one way, circling the other way, circling side to side. Whatever feels good for you today. Beautiful. And then a beautiful, delicious cat and cow. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Neutralize your spine. Shoulder to hip. Just really stretching the body out. How does the spine feel today? How do the hips feel? How do the shoulders feel? Tucking the toes under, lift the knees up. And then gently release. Tucking the toes under, gently lift up. Exhale, release. This time we're going to inhale, lift up, coming into a downward facing dog. And just walk it out. Left, right, left, right. Let's take a lion's breath here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. exhaling, walking it out. Remember, it's the morning, if you're doing this in the morning, and in the morning and the evening, the bodies feel differently. Bring the feet together, bend the knees, take the knees over to one side and the hips over to the other. And change. And coming back into the dog. Knees bent. Lengthen your spine. Straighten out those legs. Pull the belly button in. Implant the fingers firmly on the mat. Slight bend in the elbows. Lift your tailbone up to the ceiling. And finally, your heels will slowly come closer to the mat. Lean forward onto your hands. Bend the knees. Come into the dog. High plank. Bend the knees. Into the dog. High plank. Bend the knees. Into the dog. Lean forward onto your hands. Step your right foot forward. Hold it there. In the lunge. Breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Step your left foot forward, keeping the knees bent and just rolling the neck down your thighs. Hold it here. Inhale, halfway lift. Take the shoulders away from your ears. Keeping the knees bent. Exhale, tuck the neck in. Breathe. Feeling every part of the movement. Taking your breath, taking your attention wherever you may be feeling it. And then inhale, lift the hands up. Bring the palms together. Cactus arms. Squeeze those shoulder blades. And then back up. And again, squeezing. And back up. And again, squeezing. This time we're flipping the palms to the back of the room, interlocking the fingers, opening up the chest. And then coming into the chair. Bringing the hands up. Release the hands into the chair. Palms together, forward bend. Place the right hand to the middle of your feet. Inhale, lift up the left. Place the left hand in the middle of the feet. Lift up the right. Both hands on the mat, tuck the neck in. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tuck the neck in. Inhale, reaching up to the ceiling. Moving with your breath, cactus arms, squeezing those shoulder blades together, lifting up the chest. And again, squeezing, lifting. And again, squeezing, lifting, hands behind. Interlock the fingers, change the thumb grip. Inhale, lift up the chest. Coming into the chair. Keeping the hands up. Inhale, into the chair. Palms together, forward bend. Right hand in the middle of the feet, bend the right knee. Inhale, lift up. Change sides, left hand, inhale, lift up. Coming back and framing the foot, tucking the neck. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tuck in the neck. Let's take the right leg back, dropping the right knee down, bringing the hands to the inside of the body and really circling. And come to the outer edge of the left foot and see if you can go deeper into that hip opening. Breathing in and breathing out. Framing the foot, bringing the hands up. Holding on to the right wrist, bringing the hands over. Holding on to that left wrist, bringing the hands over. Bringing the hands behind you, open up your chest. Coming into a forward bend. Touch down, right hand, left hand up. Then grab hold of that back foot. Push that foot, the hand away with your foot. Open up your shoulder, your left shoulder. Tuck your chin in slightly to support your head. And then release. Extending the left leg, coming back. Now if you want to, you can sit back on your heels and bring your forehead down. And bend. And extend. And bend. And extend. And bend, tuck the back toe under, coming to downward facing dog. Walking it out. Left, right, left, right. Coming back into the dog, take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Big breath in. And a big breath out. One more time, inhaling. And exhaling. Lean forward onto your hands. Step your right foot forward. Dropping the left knee down. Taking the hands to the inside of the front foot. And again, circling. Really opening up the hips. What does your body offer you today? The beautiful gift of movement. And we take it for granted until something goes wrong. So here on the mat, it's about maintenance, prevention, self-care. And then framing the foot. Inhale, lifting up. Little pinkies facing each other. Feel the activation of the tricep muscle. Grab hold of your left wrist, bringing your body over to the right. Grab hold of your right wrist, bringing your body over to the left. Coming back up, bring the hands behind you. Open up your chest, melting your heart down. Touch down, left hand, right hand up. Bend the back leg, grab hold of that foot. And then framing the foot, tucking the toe under, coming into the downward facing dog or flow it out. And breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Lean forward onto your hands, step the right foot forward, left foot forward, tuck in the neck. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tuck in the neck. Inhale, reaching up to the ceiling. Bring the hands together, lean back. Cactus arms, squeezing those shoulder blades, lifting up. Squeezing those shoulder blades, lifting up. Squeezing, bringing the hands behind you. Open up your chest. Coming into the chair. Swinging the hands up. Palms together, forward bend. Tuck in the neck. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tuck in the neck. Right hand in the middle of your feet. Lift up the left. Left hand in the middle of your feet. Lift up the right. Tuck in the neck. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tuck in the neck. Let's take the right leg back. Inhale, lifting up the hands. Lift up. Bring the palms together. Lean back very slightly. Feel the stretch in the front of your right hip. Bring the hands back. Grab hold of the right wrist. Bringing the hands over your body to the left. Change sides. Back to the center. Pivot the foot, the back foot, 45-degree angle. Sink down deeper. Bring the hands behind you. Open up your chest. And let's come into humble warrior. Touch down, right hand. Inhale, lift up the left. And then we're placing the right hand to the middle of the mat. Pivot the back foot into the outer edge of the foot. Sinking down. Bringing the hands up. And back up. And down. And then framing the foot. Tucking the left foot back. And if you want to, flow it out. Beautiful. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's step the right foot forward. Inhale, lifting up those arms. Palms together and lean back. Beautiful. Grabbing hold of that left wrist, bringing the body over to the right. Grabbing hold of the right wrist, bringing it over to the left. Bring the hands back up. Pivot the back foot, 45-degree angle. Interlock the fingers behind you. Open up your chest. Humble warrior. Touch down. Left hand, right hand up. Bring the left hand to the middle of the mat, coming to the outer edge of the back foot, sinking down and lifting up. For 3, 2, 1. Framing the foot, coming back into downward facing dog, or flow it out. And breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Walking your hands in very slightly, bringing the right hand to the outer edge of the left foot. Taking your head underneath your armpit and breathing. And change sides. And then walking the hands back to the feet, bend the knees and hang there like a rag doll. Let go of the hands. Walk your hands forward into a high plank, and then let's flow it out. Breathing in and breathing out. Lean forward onto your hands, step your right foot forward, pivot the back foot, 45-degree angle, come into a warrior. Sink down a bit deeper. Beautiful. Let's extend the front leg, shoulders back, lift up, reach forward, come into the triangle. Bend the front knee. Bring the hand over the ear. Bring the hand in front and then walk your hands to the front of the mat. Forward bend. Wide legs. Hands on the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, coming down, melting down. Lean slightly forward onto your toes. Beautiful. Now take your hands to the right foot and do a side lunge for me. And then take your hands to the left foot and again side lunging. Really lunging out and stretching those inside thigh muscles that often get neglected. How are we going? Good? Beautiful. Stay with me. You've made that commitment. And then we're going to come to the back of the mat. Framing the back foot, kicking back into downward facing dog or flowing in out. And what a beautiful way to start or end the day. Just have a feel of where your body's feeling, how it's doing today. Are there any tight spots you've got? Remember to listen to your body and honor where you're at today. Every day is different. And just accept that. Lean forward onto your hands. Step your left foot forward. Pivot the back foot, 45-degree angle. And come into a warrior. Sinking down deep. Extend the front leg. We come into triangle. Lift up, exhale, reach, reach, reach. Pushing the right hip away from you, reaching your fingers to the opposite direction, coming into the triangle. Bending the knee. Bringing the hand over the head. Feeling the stretch. Bringing the hands to the front of the mat. Into the forward bend. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, come down. Now let's toe heel our feet in slightly. Toes are pointing out. And we're going to come into a squat position, but the elbows are inside the knees. Coming in. So it's like a wide squat, yeah? And we're sitting down. Sitting down, so the elbows are pushing the knees apart. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And slowly coming back up. Placing the hands on the knees. Just going to drop one shoulder down to the opposite direction. Beautiful. And then we're walking our hands to the front of the mat, kicking the back leg back. And then flow it in out. And remember, you've got choices with the flow. And breathe. Breathing in and breathing out. Lean forward onto your hands, step your right foot forward. Left foot forward, tuck in the neck. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, tuck the neck in. Inhale, reaching up to the ceiling. I'm just going to turn around and show you the next things. We're going to sit into the chair. Sitting into the chair, bring your palms, press them together, pull the belly button in, lengthen your spine. And then we're going to bring the right elbow to the outside edge of the left knee. Now make sure both of your knees are in line and lengthen your spine. And if you want to, you can open your wings. This one's great for digestion. And then gently release. Toe heel your feet, hip distance apart. With your two peace fingers, grab hold of your big toe. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, melt. Melting down. Using your breath. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. There's nothing wrong with adjusting to suit where you're at today. Then gently release. Toe heel your feet together. Coming back into the chair. Bring the palms together, push them together, and we're taking the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, and then we're expanding. And then gently releasing. This time we're toe heeling the feet, shoulder width apart, and we're going to place our hands down, palm facing up, and we're putting our feet on top and lean slightly forward. So we're sort of massaging our wrists. Hang loose with the head, relax your shoulders. Lean slightly forward, have a bend in your knees if you need to. It's perfectly okay. Then gently release. Pull the belly button in and come up one vertebra at a time. Beautiful. We're going to do a standing tree now. So standing nice and tall in a comfortable position. Shoulders back. Find one point of focus in front of you. We're going to lean over onto the left leg. Pick up the right, placing it to the inside thigh, pushing that heel in. Bring the hands to prayer and hands up. And then gently release. We're going to lean over onto our right leg. Pick up our left foot, placing it in to the inside thigh. Lifting up. And then gently release. Bring your feet a bit wider than your shoulders. And then we're slowly coming down into a squat position. Bring the elbows inside the knees, sitting in the squat position. Don't worry if you can't get this position, if you can't get your heels down. Eventually, with time, you will start opening up, and then gently lean back, sitting back on your buttocks. Okay, so let's do this one first. Sitting comfortably in a cross-legged position. The front heel doesn't touch the back shin, and we're walking our fingers forward. And relax your shoulders. Breathing in and breathing out. We're continuing to open up the hips here, the lower back. And walking your fingers back. Change sides. The heel doesn't touch the back shin. Walk your fingers forward. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. We're bringing the 1 foot behind us, 1 foot in front of us, hands near your hips, and we're lifting up. Pushing the hips forward so we're stretching the front of the hips. And down. And really reach those fingers. And down. And again. Beautiful. I heard some cracks and snaps, which is lovely. Hand near hip. Stretch. And release. Inhale, stretch. And release. Inhale, stretch. And release. Bringing the soles of your feet together. Interlock the fingers. Bring the hands underneath. And let's butterfly. Butterfly, butterfly. Opening up the inner thighs, the hips. And then gently slow it down. And we're going to take the right foot, we're going to lift it up, and we're going to try to bring it to the eye of the left elbow. So I've got, this one's called cradling the baby. And then we're just rocking the baby. That's it. It's called rocking the baby. Rocking the baby. And then gently release. Change sides. And remember, each side will feel slightly different. And that's okay. And then gently release. So this time what we're going to do is we're going to bring the left foot behind us. And we're going to do cow posture. So knee on top of the knee if you can. Don't worry if you can't. Just do what you can. If you can, just lift up your foot like this. Okay? So do what you can. Make your adjustments. Then bring the hands up. We're taking the right hand underneath the left and lifting up and breathing. And then gently release. Let's change sides. Remember, the left and the right might feel different. Beautiful. Inhale, lift up. Left hand underneath the right. And then gently release. Beautiful. Sitting in a comfortable position. Sitting nice and tall. We're inhaling, lifting the hands up. We put the opposite hand on opposite knee and the other hand comes right behind your spine. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Tuck your chin in slightly, drop your shoulder down. And change sides. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist, twist, twist. Grab a hold of your elbows. We're taking the hips, the elbows over to one side, keeping both of the hips on the mat. And change. Interlock your fingers, dome that back. And then back, change sides. So we're doing bringing the hands behind us, lifting those hands up. Rolling the shoulders back. Rolling the shoulders forward. Beautiful. Now let's just sit in a cross-legged position. Lean back very slightly, hands on your knees, close your eyes, drop your shoulders down. And then exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Back to the center, turn to the right, tuck your chin in slightly. Turn to the left, tuck your chin in slightly. Turn to the right. And left. Right. And left. And then tiny circles one way. And then tiny circles upwards. And then back to the center. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Relax your shoulders. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. We're going to lie down on the mat. Lying down on the mat. A little bit more to go. And then we're done. So let's hug our knees in. Hugging our knees in. Tuck your chin in. Relax your shoulders. And then circle one way. And circle the other way. Just massage in your lower back. Let's extend one leg. And then bend one knee. Bring that knee into your armpit. Pull it in a little bit more. Bring both shoulders on the mat. Rotate your foot one way. And rotate your foot the other way. And then lift that leg up. Just grab hold of wherever's comfortable. Feel the blood flowing down from your toes, down to your ankles, calves, shins, knees, thighs, hips. And then bend the knee, take the knee over your body, turn your head away, extend the hand up, really opening up that shoulder. And you know, you don't have to spend hours on the mat. It's all about consistency. Yeah, I used to believe that you need to spend hours maintaining your body. Let's bend the other leg, interlock the fingers, hug that knee. I used to think that you have to spend hours staying fit, doing this, doing that. And then COVID, and I think before COVID, I just slowed things down and just come to realize that you don't need a lot. You just need enough, just enough. Rotate your foot one way, rotate your foot the other way. You know, and if you haven't got, the key I suppose is consistency and listening to your body. And as you get older, as different things happen in your life, you're just holding the foot up. You need different things, different movements in your life. When you're younger, you might need a bit more cardio, a bit more boom, boom, boom stuff. And as you get older, you just need more nurturing and connection to your body, and then everything else just falls into place. And one way of identifying, bending the knees, bringing the knees over your body, is how does your body feel? Is it getting aches and pains? Well, maybe it's time to change something. And that's how I used to feel. And now when I do try to do a few more extra bits, I think, no, it doesn't serve me at the moment with what's going on with my life, with the kids and homeschooling and all the rest of it. I don't need to do that. I'd rather have a healthy body for the long term than a painful one, try to push through. And that really was an indication of how I was feeling mentally. I just need to push through things. And then gently release, both feet nice and wide, drop your knees over to one side, lift the top foot and pop it onto the back knee. I used to push through things, bring your hands over your head, even though I was tired. And now I've started learning to not push through things, not push through my body. When I'm feeling tired, honor it, do a gentler practice, maybe just go for a walk, a smaller walk. And if I'm feeling tired, say no to some things and clear out the diary and allocate time for you, doing something that you enjoy, spending time with your family, your kids, instead of saying yes, yes, yes to other people that might not even be around in 20, 30 years' time. So it's all about listening and connecting. And once we get that beautiful relationship happening with our bodies, you start to understand what it's trying to tell you physically and emotionally. And then gently release. One more hug. Circling one way, circling the other way. And if there's any last minute stretch you want to do, go do so. And then remember, this part now, when we're sitting on the mat, lying on the mat, is probably the most important part of the class, because in this busy world we live in, stillness is not considered important, but it's one of the most important things we can give to ourselves, is the stillness, the connection we make with our breath. We allow the magic to happen with our bodies when we're completely still. We're not thinking of the future or worrying about the past and what's happened. We're just in the present moment, in this complete stillness where we're just floating on our mat. And you're connecting to this beautiful prana, your life force, your breath. Consciously breathing, exhaling for the count of 3. 2, 1. Inhaling for the count of 3. 2, 1. Exhaling for the count of 3. 2, 1. And start adding that beautiful magic pause in between every exhale and every inhale. And that pause is that moment of stillness. And our breath is really like the navigation as to our minds. When we're unaware of our breaths and we're breathing mindlessly, moving from the future to the past, we miss out on the present moment, what's right in front of us. So one way of connecting to that present moment is just tapping into your breath during the day. When you find yourself thinking about what's next to do, when you're in that moment, just come back to the breath. I know what I got to do, but in this moment, I'm just going to enjoy this person, this task, whatever it may be at that time. So take your breath, take your attention to your toes. You're relaxing your toes, you're relaxing your toes. You're relaxing your ankles, you're relaxing your ankles. You're relaxing your calves, you're relaxing your calves. You're relaxing your shins, you're relaxing your shins. Relax your knees, relax your knees. Relax your thighs, relax your thighs. You're relaxing your hips, you're relaxing your hips. Take a big breath into your belly, relax your belly, relax your belly. Your upper back's relaxed, your upper back's relaxed. Relax all the fingers on your left hand, you're relaxing all the fingers on your right hand. Your forearms are relaxed, your forearms are relaxed. Relax your shoulders, relax your shoulders. The back of your neck's relaxed, the back of your neck's relaxed. You're relaxing your jaw, your tongue, your lips, your cheek muscles, your forehead. Your whole body is nice and relaxed. And just follow your breath moving through your body. Nothing else to think about but your breath. Observing your prana, your life force. Consciously being aware of the magic that happens with every breath. And then just gently take in a couple of deep breaths. Wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers. And just while you're in this beautiful space you've created, think of 3 things that you're grateful for today. 3 things in your life that gives you pleasure. And just inhale it in and exhale gratitude out into the universe. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. And whenever you're ready, in your own time, you can just slowly start to bend your knees and roll over to your preferred side of resting. I thank you for your time allowing me into your space and sharing this with me. I appreciate you and I look forward to seeing you next time.